Good afternoon, I'm Rob Boskamp, and you're listening to South Texas Midday. Thank you for joining me on this Monday, August 4th. The National Weather Service expects extreme heat for the next several days, with heat index values topping 110 degrees in some areas. Hot temperatures and high humidity will increase the risk of heat-related illnesses, including heat exhaustion and heat stroke. In response to extreme temperatures, the city of Corpus Christi is making several facilities available to the public during regular business hours. The cooling centers will be located throughout the city. More information can be found online at cctexas.com. Over the weekend, the Corpus Christi trail ride was canceled early after a shooting at the event happened on Saturday. Officers with the Corpus Christi Police Department, Nueces County Sheriff's Office, Texas Department of Public Safety, and Constable Precinct 3 responded to the shooting at the 6700 block of Old Brownsville Road. When officers arrived, they found two gunshot victims, a 32-year-old woman and a 25-year-old man. They were both taken to local hospitals. As of last update, the man is in stable condition, while there has been no update provided for the woman. There are currently no suspects, and the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information should call 361-887-2216. While Citizens Medical Center in Victoria is seeking county approval for debt issuance to help fund its ICU expansion, newly released financial records reveal the hospital has operated at a loss for the past 3 years. In 2022, the hospital reported a $4.7 million operating income loss. The number climbed to $8.1 million in 2023 before decreasing to $3.5 million last year. Citizens Medical Center offset losses in 2 of those years through federal COVID-19 relief funds, interest income, asset sales, and charitable donations. One significant financial hit came with the sale of 4 nursing homes affiliated with the hospital under a state quality care program that reduced the hospital's annual income by an estimated $2 million. Rio Grande Valley leaders are counting on JCPenney's Harlingen and Brownsville stores' profitability to help keep them open following the national retailer's nearly $1 billion sell-off. 5 years after the department store chain filed for bankruptcy, JCPenney is selling the 2 stores along with 117 of its nearly 650 stores. Onyx Partners is buying the retailer's 119 stores for $947 million. At the city's Economic Development Corporation, Orlando Campos, the agency's CEO, said JCPenney's described the Harlingen store as profitable. He said that the store has become one of the city's last national retailers. In state news, more than 50 Texas House Democrats have fled the state to prevent Republicans from passing a heavily redrawn congressional map aimed at securing 5 extra seats for the GOP in the midterm elections. Houston Public Media's Andrew Schneider reports that most of the Democrats have relocated to Chicago, Albany, and Boston.
The Democrats fled Texas to prevent Republicans from adopting a map as part of a special session that President Trump and Republicans hope will help them to retain their majority in midterm elections. House Democratic Caucus Chair Jean Wu spoke in a Chicago suburb, flanked by fellow House Democrats and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker.
If Donald Trump is allowed to do this, if he is allowed to once again cheat and get away with it, there is no stopping this. This will spread across the country.
In a statement, Governor Abbott said that if those Democrats who have broken quorum do not return to the Capitol immediately, he will invoke a ruling by State Attorney General Ken Paxton to have them expelled from the Texas House. I'm Andrew Schneider in Houston.
The city of Brownsville held the official kickoff for the Downtown Renaissance Master Plan last Friday. Mayor John Cowan Jr. noted that this is the city's first ever downtown master plan. He says once complete, the plan should help lay the foundation for how downtown grows in the next 2 to 3 decades. Assistant City Manager Doroteo Garcia Jr. encouraged residents to provide input for the master plan, and that the city looks forward to finishing a major wastewater infrastructure upgrade project underway downtown. Last week, several gathered in Kingsville to honor a fallen Border Patrol agent with a groundbreaking ceremony for a memorial for the fallen. Javier Vega Jr. was shot and killed in the line of duty on August 3, 2014 by 2 undocumented immigrants from Mexico near Santa Monica, Texas. Almost a decade later to the date, several gathered to share their appreciation of his sacrifice through prayer and patriotism. The names of Kingsville agents who fall in the line of duty will also be added to the memorial. There is not a set date on construction for the monument at this time. Longtime DeWitt County Judge Daryl Fowler officially announced that he will not seek a 6th term in office. Fowler, who took office in 2011, helped guide the community through the challenges of the Eagle Ford shale oil boom with initiatives that strengthened the county's infrastructure and financial stability. During Fowler's tenure, the county spent $200 million rebuilding rural roads, retired more than $9 million in debt, and maintained a steady tax rate despite large swings in property valuations. Fowler also served on multiple state task force where he advocated for fair compensation to counties impacted by energy development. He supported historic preservation efforts and promoted legislative collaboration during his time in office. Meanwhile, Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. announced last week that he is running for re-election. Trevino said property tax rates have decreased for 2 consecutive years under his leadership, and that his highest priority next year would be to again reduce the property tax rate. He also claimed flood-prone communities are safer than ever, citing drainage improvements in the northwest area of the county. The incumbent also said veterans have received stronger support under his 10 years with the county, employing twice as many veteran services officers. Trevino's public service began as a Brownsville City Commissioner and the city's mayor. He also served in leadership roles on the RGV Metropolitan Planning Organization, Texas Border Coalition, and the Conference of Urban Counties. Governor Greg Abbott held a ceremonial bill signing this past Friday in Amarillo, signing 2 bills regarding minors and their use of cell phones. KTTZ reporter Bishop Van Buren has more.
House Bill 1481 bans students from using phones or personal devices during the school day, while House Bill 2420 requires age checks and parental consent before minors can create social media accounts. The governor was joined by House Speaker and Lubbock Republican Representative Dustin Burrows, as well as other state and Amarillo officials at Friday's signing. Burrows, after sharing how hard it can be to compete for his own children's attention, says the new laws are meant to make a broader impact.
These 2 bills are going to help not only them, but also the students around them and the educators do what needs to be done.
With classes beginning in August, school districts across Texas are updating their policies to comply with the new statewide cell phone restrictions. I'm Bishop Van Buren in Lubbock.
The PSJA ISD School Board voted to hold a $60 million bond election in November for needs around the district, such as roofing and HVAC issues, and a possible renovation of the athletic OSA Dome without a tax increase. The board voted 5-1 on Thursday on the resolution to have the bond election. PSJA ISD has 2 domes that the district wishes to renovate and start using again. One is the Fine Arts Auditorium and the other is for athletics. The renovation of the athletic OSA Dome could range between $4 and $5 million. Officials said PSJA Early College High has 90,000 square feet of roofing, which could cost around $11 to $12 million. A national veterans nonprofit is gifting a new home to an Aransas Pass veteran. Homes for Our Troops is a nonprofit that helps out severely injured veterans with a new house. Since 2004, they've built and donated over 400 homes to veterans across 45 states. Homes for Our Troops president and CEO Tom Landremeyer told KIII this will be the first home built in the Coastal Bend area, which will be gifted to Army Sergeant Tyler Sloan.
The day-to-day things that in a normal home he has a challenge doing for himself. So it will actually free up Ashley and the kids to live a normal life and allow Tyler to feel more like he's a true husband and father in his own home.
Landremeyer said they build about 20 to 25 homes each year for veterans who get to choose where they want to live. Each home is customized to meet their specific needs. Construction will begin soon after the Sloan family meets with the decorator to finalize features. The keys are expected to be handed over early next year. For more information on Homes for Our Troops, visit hfotusa.org. Ranchers are heading back to school as Texas A&M AgriLife Extension launches its fall session of Generation Next, Our Turn to Ranch. Since 2019, this 12-week online course has helped more than 900 Texas farmers create business plans to keep their dreams and their land alive. Program Director for Generation Next, Annette Kayard, told KIII that landowners have learned valuable lessons about the farming business and land management that helps them continue to grow their farms successfully.
Basic ranch laws, understanding business taxes and insurance needs, financial tracking, alternative ranching operations, and direct marketing. And the goal of the program is that participants will have a completed business plan by the end of the 12 weeks. It's been unbelievable to see the impact of this program and how it has benefited the lives of farmers and ranchers to give them the knowledge and the tools that they need to succeed.
Deadline to register for the fall course is August 25th. For more information on the program, visit generationnext.tamu.edu. In sports, the Corpus Christi Hooks' Trey Dombrowski worked into the sixth while allowing only a first-inning run Sunday afternoon as the Hooks won the series finale on the road 6-1. Dombrowski permitted 3 hits and 3 walks in 5.2 innings, completing 5 frames for the 9th time in a span of 11 games. Dombrowski struck out 4 while making 77 pitches. The Hooks next take on the Tulsa Drillers in a home series at Whataburger Field beginning tomorrow night. First pitch is at 6:35 p.m. And 10-year-old Charlie likes surfing so much, he grabs his surfboard and runs toward the water. His humans sometimes have to hide his board if they want to chat with friends on the beach, though. The yellow Labrador joined more than 15 other canine wave riders in Pacifica, 14 miles south of San Francisco, on Saturday at the World Dog Surfing Championships. Judges scrutinized how long the dogs in monogrammed life vests remained on their boards, how long they held their balance, and whether they performed any tricks, like turning around while riding. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.